Hello guys, and welcome to my channel. If you guys would like to see how to achieve this basic glam look, then please keep on watching. I started off with fresh brows. Not fresh, to be honest. These been on for a hot little minute, but they are still there, so I didn't feel like redoing my brows. Today I just want to do something like really, I don't want to do eyeshadow today, so it's just gonna be, we're just gonna focus on face. And I kind of want like I want a nice clean canvas. So to start off, first thing, I like to moisturize my face, but since I do have combination oily skin, I don't like using a lotion on my face. So what I use is the Badescu skincare mist. I have the rose water, the herbs and rose water, and I also have the green tea, but I don't know where it is, but I prefer this one better anyway. So we're just gonna let that sit in for a little bit. And then for primer, y'all, I'm so mad that I bought the Fenty Beauty primer, right? Hold on, and it just broke on me. So y'all, look at this tragedy. Why do I need to pump? So whatever, now my face dried a little bit. I'm gonna get a little bit of the Fenty Beauty foundation. This, it wasn't expensive, but it's high end, you know. A little bit of that, and I'm gonna focus that on my pore. Oh, I think I had a glass. Oh, okay, I'm gonna focus that more here on my pores. Like, I like focusing primer on the center of my face. And if y'all see me looking down, it's because that's where my mirror is. And then you can go on and add the rest all over. And honestly, I love the way this primer feels and everything, but I feel like my favorite pore minimizing primer would have to be the Makeup Forever step 3, I think it is. And I actually think I ran out of it. I'm actually trying to see if I have it here, but I really think I ran out of it. That one really instantly blurs out your pores. This one, I do see that it blurs out my pores, but it's not like a huge difference. So now I'm just gonna go in and put some on the rest of my face, because we want everything to be nice and even. Now for my under eyes, I do tend to have very dark under eyes, at least I feel like. So I haven't been able to find a really good moisturizer for underneath the eyes. What I use for now is the bio oil, because I know it helps with marks and stuff. And I've been seeing some reviews. Some people use it for under eyes and they say that they've seen an improvement. So I've been using it, hoping. I like how it feels. So you just dab a little bit under your eyes. And the reason why we're doing that is because we are going to be putting product under our eyes, and we don't want the cakiness. So now when you have a nice clean prepped face, you could go ahead and go in with foundations. For today, I'm gonna be using my Fenty Beauty foundation in the shade 310, and I actually think this is pretty light for me. I got matched because my face and my neck are lighter than my body. So I also have the NARS All Day Luminous foundation. I got this one in the shade Cadiz, which is medium dark 3. I think I'm gonna mix like I said, the Fenty Beauty one. I'm gonna get 2 pumps of that, and I'm gonna get 2 pumps for the NARS, just because the NARS pumps out less. So actually, we're gonna color correct, and for color correcting, we're gonna use the LA Girl peach corrector. So we're gonna put a little bit on that. Just a little bit under the eye. You can use peach, orange, whatever. Do not use red, please. I see people use red, and I think like that's the most ridiculous thing ever. So I just go anywhere I have darkness, and yes, there tends to create a shadow like around your mustache. I don't do this all the time, but I do think like this area tends to get darker, so it's cool to do it, whatever. To blend that out, I'm using an e.l.f. stippling brush. After that's done, we're gonna go with our little mixture that we created here and just put it all over her face. And as you can see, I think these two are like a good combination of my skin tone. Let's see, we'll blend it out and find out. But oh, also everything you do on your face, please do it on your neck, please, because we don't want different colors going down. So I'm gonna use my Makeup Shack foundation brush. Unfortunately, this one does not have a number on it, but it's the dense, the more compacted dense ones. So we're just gonna go in and we're gonna go ahead and blend our foundation. The Fenty Beauty is a semi-matte foundation, and the NARS is a luminous foundation, and both of them together, they look skin-like, in my opinion. Now the concealers that I have today, let's see which concealers I want to use today. We're gonna use the medium deep tan concealer. This is the Photo Focus Wet n Wild concealer, and y'all, this is drugstore, and let me tell you, I think this cost me like $3, but it's a really good concealer. But today I'm gonna mix the medium tan deep with the NARS medium 2 in ginger. First, I just want to conceal, and then we're gonna go in with ginger to highlight, because ginger is a much lighter shade. So we're just gonna go. See, as you can see, this is almost like the color of my skin tone, if not that, because I have used it for foundation before. So we're just gonna put that. Okay, to conceal and mix, put it right on top of that. So you see, this is just gonna give us a highlighted effect. And for extra coverage, I do like letting my concealer sit, because I just feel like it's like melting into the skin. And since we're gonna highlight, I'm just gonna go straight in with the ginger one on my nose. I really like this brush because it's really precise. And this is also a Makeup Shack brush. This is the T86, and this is actually a lip brush, but I use it to carve out my eyebrows when I'm cleaning them up with concealer. I use them to pack on my eyeshadow, like my lighter shade. I use it for a lot of shit, to be honest with you. And I'm going ham with the concealer. But it's all good, it's all good. So now we're gonna go in with that brush, Makeup Shack T42, and we're gonna go ahead and blend our concealer. Put a little bit more on my eyelids, and I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild one for that to conceal any more. Oh, I poked my eye, any darkness. And I'm just gonna blend this out with my finger. I'm not gonna cream contour today, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go in and set my face. I do own the Kat Von D translucent powder. It's actually really good, y'all. Like, people sleeping on it, and just like the Sasha Buttercup, people really sleeping on this. But when I don't like looking extra flat, if I go with this, I tend to go more for a face powder, and I'll go into that later. But I think today I'm gonna use the Sasha Buttercup one. And now this is when I'm gonna grab my beauty sponge, and I actually have the Morphe sponge. I have the one that's more flat on this side, which is good for contouring, and then I have the pointed edge, which is the one I'm gonna use. So first I go right under my eye, and the reason I do so is because we want to blend out any creases under the eye and on the eyelid, because you also need to set any place you put concealer. You need to set, because if not, honey, we gonna crease up, because you're gonna look wrinkly before time. So just do that. So the first place I tend to set are my eyes. So I'm just gonna dip some of my Sasha Buttercup right in here, and I'm gonna I'm not gonna bake, but I'm gonna press the product in. Our under eyes are set. They look nice, filtered. So I might look a little flat right now, but that's what bronzer and contouring is gonna do. It's gonna like lighten us up a little bit. I don't think I want to set my face. Let me see, does it feel tacky? I'm gonna just go in with my BH Studio Pro matte finish pressed powder in the shade 240. This is BH Cosmetics, and this is honestly a dupe, I would say, for the MAC what is that? That MAC powder, I forgot the name. The Studio Fix matte powder. See, like if you can see, and the same consistency and everything is so soft and buttery. I really like it. But I'm gonna go in with the Morphe E58, and this has been my new favorite brush for setting my face. As you can see, like it's really fluffy here, and it just has a curved top. Like I'm gonna tap out because I don't want a lot of color, because that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna get the bronzer for. But this is just to set the rest of my foundation. For my foundation not to be tacky, and like if I hug you or I hug your man, you know, don't stay on his shirt. So this is what it's good for. So it's just a light hand to set everything, and that's it. Now for contouring, we're gonna contour first. Like I really done misplaced my contouring palette. Oh wait, I got it. So what I use to contour, I have two contouring palettes at the moment. I have one from, I believe, Black Opal. No, I'll find out. But the one that I mostly use is the e.l.f. palette. This is the bronzer palette from e.l.f. And I really like these because they have more cool tones. So I honestly just use the lighter one. Sometimes I tend to go back in depending if I get darker. So I'm gonna go in with this first shade, and I'm going in with the Morphe R10. And this is just a very fluffy and tapered, like I really like it for contouring because it doesn't give you that sharp line, and it helps you blend out the product better. So I'm gonna go in with that, and I'm just gonna go in and contour my face. And then now for bronzer, first of all, let me show y'all the two brushes. This is the one I use for contour. Again, this was the R10, and this is the one I use to bronze, the Morphe R7. If you can see, they look the same. It's just these, they have the same little, the tapered ends, and then they go fluffy up. So this one is more precise for contouring. These are more, this one is a little bit more dense, and this one is more fluffy. So I use this one to bronze because we don't want to be extra contoured. They're very similar. They're really good brushes. Morphe and Makeup Shack are very inexpensive, and that's mostly where I get all my brushes from. To bronze, I have the BH Cosmetics Satin Bronzer, and I have it in the color Totally Tan, which I think is the darkest color. It looks like this, like that. And then I'll just swirl my brush in because we like to go a little ham. I love bronzer, like, I don't know. And then we're just gonna focus these on the side of our face. think I am bronzed enough. For blush, I have this blush that I received in my BoxyCharm. This is a luminous loose blush, and I've never used a loose blush. I tend to use the Wet n Wild one. This is broken, so I'm not gonna use it. This is a Studio Makeup what I said, luminous loose blush. Does it say the color? Nope, but it says this is a silky lightweight blush that gives a pop of healthy radiance on the cheeks, which is the perfect description for a blush. So what it looks like, it's still sealed, as you can see. I've never used it, and it has, I'm trying to remove this little thing without spilling it. So we're gonna just put a little bit on the top, just a little bit, not so much. My blush brush, y'all, I have a lot of brushes and I don't know what, yeah, to be honest with you. Wow, are you serious right now, bro? Here it is, my blush brush. This is the Luxie Blush 514. Got this in an old Ipsy bag, and I actually like it. It's the only blush brush I've really been using. So we just gonna pick up a little bit because I don't like blush because it makes you look gay. It's actually kind of cute. Can't really see much, but that's fine. Oh no, I see it. Okay. All right. Now, my face, I pretty much have everything. Now we can go in with some highlights. But before we go in with some highlight, I want to go ahead and spray my face. We don't need to put so much because we are gonna go in later with we're Make It Last spray. I know my brows are done, but I like making them a little bit bolder. Yes, at least when I have makeup on. Only when you have makeup on, you should want to make it bolder. I actually ran out of my Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade. That shit ain't no joke, honey. Like, I'm tired of repurchasing that, and I don't know why I go through them so much. They have so much product in there, but I feel like I'm always wasting it because it's ridiculous. $18 for that little pot. But in the meantime, until I get a chance to run back to Sephora, I've been using my e.l.f. pomade, and I have it in the color Expresso. And honestly, it's been working just as fine. Like, you just need a good brow gel and your eyebrows will not go anywhere. Like I said, I've had my eyebrows for a long time now. That's all you really need. All you need is a good brow gel. And I also broke my I think it's number 18 brush from Anastasia. Before I used to feel like if it wasn't that brush, I couldn't do my eyebrows. But I use this Eco Tools one. It's dual-sided. It's actually pretty good. This is the closest I've gotten to Anastasia. It's not a comparison. Let me stop. But it's really good. You want a budget, honey? This is good. Now what I want to do this little touch. So I have the MAC Prep and Prime pen. This is in the color Bright Forecast, and let me tell you, this shit is bright. And this does flash back, so that's why I don't like using it under my eyes. Sometimes I put a little bit, but it does flash back. All I'm getting is this little dot, because I'm gonna just highlight like right under my brow bone with it. We're gonna go in with this Wet n Wild brush. We're gonna go in with this little brush and the little Bright Forecast I put on my arm, on my hand, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go right under my brow. Now our face is set. I did not contour my nose. Pause. Let's go back and contour our nose. To contour my nose, I'm gonna go in with that same e.l.f. palette. We're gonna go in with that same contour shade we got. And to contour my nose, I actually use the Morphe M524 brush, and it's really nice, fluffy, and tapered. All my brushes are tapered. And I'm gonna go in with that same color, and I'm gonna just go ahead and contour away. What I also like to do, y'all, a little trick, and I'm actually gonna do this with some translucent powder. We're gonna go in and cut our contour. And then I'm gonna put a little bit on the sides of the nose just to make it a little bit. So that's that, our nose contour. We don't want to go all dramatic and stuff. Now we're just gonna brush this off. We're gonna go with highlight for real. So we're gonna go back to the Killawatt. So for highlight, I have a lot of highlighters, y'all, like too many highlighters, but for the sake of Rihanna's launch, I feel like I should have just dedicated a video to her stuff, her products, but that's long overdue. Maybe if I, not long overdue, but maybe if I cop some more stuff, I will. But look at this beautiful, y'all, look at this packaging though. Like, come on, let's talk about Fenty Beauty packaging. It has this iridescent pearlish, like it looks blue, reflects purple, whatever, but it's beautiful. I don't know if y'all could see that, if it picks it up. I picked up the color Mean Money and Hustla Baby, the Killawatt, and these are the shades. They are just like a goldish color, and like we have, I believe, let me see, we have Mean Money is like the most subtle one. Like if you, like I've tried it on a bare face and it still shows up, the subtle one. And then we have Hustla Baby, and today we're gonna go in, let's go in with both of them. And to highlight, I use the Morphe M501 brush. I just go ahead and I'm gonna go, I skipped the subtle one, but whatever. We're gonna go ahead. Oh, honey. Ooh, okay. I wasn't trying to go all out, but fuck it, honey. Fuck it. We like glowing. We like glowing. And then we're gonna go put this on our Cupid's bow, anywhere else you would normally highlight. Highlighted to the gods, y'all. Now we're just gonna go in with a lip liner. I'm just taking any lip liner, and this is the ColourPop Brink highlight. Sorry, lip liner. Just gonna line our lips. And last but not least, we're gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty Universal shade she created. I also want to add some of the Fenty Beauty highlight in my inner corner, just to wake up the eyes a little bit. To finish up the look, we're gonna go in with some mascara, and I'm using this Kokie mascara in the color black. And yeah. Alright, y'all, so this was all for this look. Thank you so much for watching. If you like, please like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you.